Hello dear viewers, here I am in Davis Memorial Hall in Jersey, and behind me is a portrait of Howard Davis, who was killed in the Battle of Somme in 1916. That's in France during the First World War. He killed at the age of 21. You can see this uniform. Looks to me like, Merchant Navy uniform. This is possibly the Merchant Navy before the war. So I'm on the island of Jersey, and his father, Thomas Benjamin Davis, was a very wealthy guerrier, born here in 1867, and he became a merchant seaman at the age of 14, not unusual at the time. He was a master certificate, qualified as a certain high up role for a merchant sailor. So he got that very young. Then he was on a ship supplying British troops in the Second South African War, 1899 to 1902, and he made a fortune in stevedoring, as in, I think, loading and unloading ships. So he retired to Jersey, and he was known for his huge benefactions in his home island. But anyway, it broke his heart when his son was killed in the war, so he purchased this park. Now, this park had been owned by another wealthy man, but that Mr. Davis, who bought it in 1937, I've got that right, he'd been caught collecting congas here as a child and punished for it. So he vowed one day he'd become very wealthy, and he did indeed amass enormous wealth, and he would then destroy the house. So having bought the property, the park, with the house in it, he burned down the house. But this memorial dates from the 1930s to his late son, and in his will, Mr. Davis, he stipulated that this be given to the people of Jersey with a number of caveats, that no buildings would be erected hereupon except those which were necessary for the park, and that this building would always use to display this portrait to perpetuate the memory of his son. Okay, then you can see that father, that Thomas Benjamin Davis, or T.B. Davis as you know, up there. I don't know who these women are. I'm guessing one of them was his wife, perhaps one of them was his mother, and so on. And here's his granddaughter right up there. Do you see her right up there? What else? So you can hire this out for various corporate events and so on. And there's a King George V portrait, a statue that was put up here, and it was the ideal place to display it. And in the German occupation, they chose not to remove it. And then you can see some medals awarded after the son's death, posthumously awarded. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe on Patreon, donate on PayPal, and then you'll find out a lot of more fascinating things about Jersey and elsewhere. One of the pleasing things is the only place in the British Isles I know of that has got palm trees, except possibly Guernsey, other places in the Channel Islands. Okay, so this is for Howard Leopold Davis, who born in 1895, died in 1916. Goodbye.